Hello and good evening. This is Grillenheimer. Oh my gosh, it is so late. It's going on 1 o'clock in the morning. Um, but yes, I named a boat Fog Break. I did use this name. Thank you so much. Gosh, I forgot your name, dude. We have Trunk, we have Outer Switch, we have Dingpot. I think I've already shown this, but let's just keep going. I don't have a lot of time. I really don't want to waste time with this. But here is Fog Break. I went from Fog Break to Flathead back to Fog Break. So this is Fog Break here. Um, and I really want. He's one of the few that are fully colored. These guys, and I have maybe two other sheets that are almost ready to go to the printer. I just gotta color all the colors in and type out my print stuff for abilities and whatnot, and and then I got to come up with abilities. I've got some good ones, especially with all the wave 4 stuff being teased and leaked. Okay, here is Shredhead. I'm going to get in a little close here. It's the only, I have a couple of different copies of this. This is the only one I colored. And now we're into a little bit of new territory. This is Shredhead. No, he's not colored. He's not even pinned yet. He's only in penciled. I'm not sure if I showed this off or not. I think I did, but I didn't have a head and I didn't have hands or anything. And I actually just simply got lazy. I did not want to draw a hand. So I'm like, okay, I'll draw pincers on here. So I just drew something instead of a hand. And it doesn't look half bad. And he's going to be a lot of white with a little bit of green and some, it's kind of a purplish there, and like a maroon or something going through here on the stripe that I kind of have on the side. I may have to reiterate the stripe down there. So that is Shredhead. Oh, and you can see my sketches where I'm trying to come up with where things are going to be. And I sort of mentioned something to that effect on another video. Okay, ignore this stuff. This is a Formula Sport crossover. Never owned one, never ridden in one, but they're really nice boats. A modern take on a. You gotta be kidding me. Please let that work. I don't know. I hope I'm horizontal now. Because I don't want to start over again. But I'm going to keep him Cross Cat. I'm going to keep that name for him. There's Outer Switch. Nice cameo. This is going to be called Flathead. So I've got Shredhead and Flathead. And oh crap, that's Cross Cat. And I was trying to make him as unique as I could to try to retain the look of the boat in bot mode, which was not easy to do. I thought I heard a bug or something in here. Trying to show off like the middle part of the boat sort of cut out, the window here. I may have to add in that little angle here, which I failed to do. This is supposed to be the side of the boat. This is supposed to be the front of the boat. The hatch is actually black with a white outline. This is actually comes in and is supposed to be just floating kind of above the knee, but yet attached, because it actually, I failed to draw it on the boat itself, but there is like a part that goes across back there. And in the cartoony style, let's get just a little closer. I just sort of kind of looked at the real boat today at lunch to come up with an idea. This is not accurate in the least. Because I just sort of stuck his 4 engines, right in there on the inside, and his feet sticking out. And I did give him a gun. I'm not good with guns. I'm not very good with poses. And if you've noticed, a lot of my bots are always facing this direction. I don't know if it's because I'm right-handed or what. Okay, so that was Crosscat. So now let's go to Flathead. And here's Flathead. I didn't mean to make him that wide looking, but he's supposed to be this boat here. They got the stripe with the circle, so I tried drawing the stripe with the circle here, and that, you know, his feet would kind of I'm not hearing anything. I don't know if you heard that thud. It came from my son's room. I think he keeps a lot of stuff on his bed. He was asleep, and I think he must have kicked something off. But there's Flathead. Okay, you've seen this guy. This is Flash Wave. Finally have him inked. There's his bot mode. Really love this guy. I think I gave the picture I had did not really show me how the front of it really looked, but I tried to do my best, and, you know, try to give him a lot of detail without too much detail. I'm not a computer. You know, trying to mimic this kind of where his head would be, that his, you know, head's in here, etc., etc. Trying to keep an ear to my son's room, I'm sorry. So that's Flash Wave, and he is an Autobot. He is a good guy. Did not put the symbol on there. And here we have Gasline, and his bot mode is in pencil, a little harder to see. It didn't do as well for the look of the 66 Chevy on this, but this is supposed to be the front, even though it looks squished. And I was trying to do a little something different. As square as the cab was, I tried putting put the cab part kind of over his shoulders a little bit, so you can see through the glass and see his actual shoulder parts. And put the wheel behind his head for the heck of it. He looks a lot like Hound. It was not my intent, and I redid his feet, so he really looks like a truck bed down there. And I decided to go ahead, since I've already drawn him. This is Turret Strike, which is Twin Twist before he comes Twin Twist. Looks really good. I just got to erase the pencil. You know, I even included the little, you know, part on there, so when the jump starters, you know, you pushed them back and they went flip, and they, you know, transformed. It was on their own. It was a really neat concept. The toy still works after all these years if you do it at just the right, pull it back at just the right distance. And if he still has some zip to him, you push this down a few times and it winds him out, so you can do it again. And there's his bot mode. It is pen and inked. It's just I haven't erased the pencil yet. Here is Captain Gallium Prime. I thought I did a pretty good job on this. I tried not to outline the clouds. Just tried to make it a little organic, as rough as and harsh as these markers are. There we go, and that's what his bot mode ended up looking like. So, and I actually tried to do, it'll probably be like this on the card. I'm going to try to keep, you know, the horizon somewhat level. You know, drew a lot of them with water droplets, and with just a little bit of brown on these, it really helps show off the sails, where the sails are supposed to be, which I thought was really cool. And I used a couple of different browns on here as well. So they're supposed to be tiny little Decepticon symbol there that will probably not even be noticed on the final shrunk product. Let's keep going. I'm running out of time. Oh, this is my last guy. Okay, and this was the last one I added. Okay, if you've been watching my channel, you know I'm Christian. You know I love God. I've accepted Christ, etc., etc. Love Him with all my heart, and it's not been an easy road, let me tell you. But I made one out of a church, and his name is Weathervane, and I named him. I don't know where I came up with the name Weathervane, but I did, and I guess I didn't want anything parochial, so to speak. So, and it took me a while to try to figure out how in the world this thing would even transform, and I came up with this. And my whole plan really, I just wanted to make another Transformer, and I wanted one with a beard. This is not the best looking beard. This was my second. I did not want an alpha Trion beard. I wasn't trying not to go for that. But it works. It works. It almost has a flyer look to him with these big wing parts, which is the roof of the church. And I even picked an old timey like little American church on purpose, so I'd have something better to work with. It would be tiny, not so big, not a metroplex kind of. Why is my camera going all over the place? There we go. All I'm doing is moving my hand. Why is the whole thing moving? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Is it recording it this way? Golly, I hope I'm not giving y'all motion sickness. Daggum. Just now noticing that. But these are supposed to be the windows here, and the window here, and window there. And there's the Weathervane here. Even though it's way back on the church, which would actually be on top of the parts of the feet. Whoa, dadgummit, why is it doing that? And it's probably not even recording that way. I hope not. But and once I realized, I was just trying to do something so we would see the roof of the church somewhere, and so I used it, to kind of half cover his shoulders and half cover the top of his feet here, and it almost looks like a robe. I was not expecting that. And this is supposed to be the steeple right here. I made it a little wider than I meant to, and it kind of looks like it's behind him, and he's supposed to probably be propped up on it. Originally I had it upside down, and then the cross was upside down. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that. So I just put it upright like this for him to rest on, like a cane, I guess. Even though it would not be really big and not very practical that way, as big and bulky as this guy looks. But I was just doing it for fun. But I'm going to add him in anyway, because I actually thought of an interesting ability for this guy that would, again, like some of my other weird characters, like what was that boat's name? Teak, like Teak, I think. No, not Teak. The water tank. Oh, I forgot his name. It's on the tip of my tongue because I'm afraid of heights, and I named him based on heights. Anyway, where that when you flip him, or he has an ability that helps give some defense to all Autobots on the field. So if your opponent is playing Autobots, it helps them out. So his ability is going to help every bot on the field, not just Autobots, not just Decepticons, not just mercenaries, or even Quintessons, if they ever come into play. He will help all bots on the field, whether you want him to or not. So I can't wait to reveal that once I get his card done. So that's all I have tonight. I didn't mean to go this long. Whoa, my camera's doing crazy stuff. But I finally got a little more organized here. I have 18 bots in total. Leeway, Buzzburst, Snap Switch, Outer Switch. They go with the first one, which was Kill Switch in my first group. Fog Break, Sealer, the Tank, Gridiron, the Grill. Haven't colored. I've colored the Grill, but I haven't colored the bot. Dingbot, Trunk, Gasline, Flashwave, Captain Galleon Prime, Turret Strike, Barcode. I didn't show him off, but that's because I already have and he's not inked. Windvane. Yeah, Windvane. Crosscat, Shredhead, and Flathead. So that's all I got. They're coming along pretty well, and I found out to get the right size for a battle card or for a mini card for a small character is to the template that I'm using. I shrink it down 70%. 70% on the copier, and that's about the correct size. That's all I've got tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time, and y'all have a blessed night.